Yeah, I keep finding duplicates in that script. I don't know whether they modify the script when I'm sleeping, you do it remotely, or something is going on with the script because I keep finding duplicates in the service calls, and it's slowing me down. So yeah, because I don't need to find duplicates. That's not going to help me get rid of any hacking. So, everything is poison. The water's poison. The chips are poison. Fucking everything. The pizza's poison. So the settings app is in there twice, 4 times. Settings provider settings. Don't know how it got in there, but it's in there 3-4 times. Either I do it and I overlook it. I don't think so, but I mean I'll look on Google to see if the Google version is like a duplicate as well, but I don't know. It's becoming a little bit annoying.
Hello?
Yeah, this thing is making it choke. This fucking COVID shit is running it. The food is making it choke more than anything. Gotta eat less, I guess. Because it's pretty bad. A lot of trace chemicals and transgender fucking poison in my shit as well. Like I said before, the Five Eyes, traditionally, it's Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand. America, not so much. It's just, America's got its own thing going on. Traditionally, the Five Eyes is a UK thing. It's a UK, type of deal. Not so much America. America's got its own thing going on. But not that it's any better. I'm not saying that it's any better. It's sure. I was looking at the Rings of Power to see who Gandalf is. Who's the actor that plays Gandalf? And it doesn't look like it's the same guy. It looks like it's someone else. Yeah, it looks like it's, they say it's an actor. We got a couple of pictures, not that many. Some kind of British actor, don't know. But it doesn't even look like it's the same actor that they say it is. I was trying to see who the new Gandalf was. And the pictures that I found for the actor don't really match Gandalf in the Rings of Power. So who is it? I have a look. I gotta see. Maybe I'm hallucinating or something. I don't know. But I gotta look and see who that fella is. Oh, my stomach hurts as well. I feel bloated. Luckily, we got a little bit of yogurt in there. Keep the diarrhea away. So like I said, the Instagram page went down. That is the 5th or 6th account on Instagram that vanished. I don't know what to say about that. Like I said, there was nothing on it that was. I didn't put anything on it that that would warrant the deletion of the account. Like that's what happened. Anyway, like I said yesterday, this rat somehow finds a way in the box and took out the USB wires that I used to charge the phones and chewed the fucking pad inside the USB wires. Both of them. Both of them are disconnected, meaning that I plug them in and they get loose. They're loose in there because the pad inside the wire, the USB pad inside the wire, is damaged. Now, normally you don't have that problem with USB-C. Yeah, you can plug it in. I mean, the fucking wires are barely the wires are barely 6 months old. I didn't even use them every day. And somehow this rat motherfucker found a way into the box and into the bag, pulled the wires out, including phones, and damaged the USB-C wires I used to charge the phones. Now, I have other ones, but they're kind of short, and I only have one other one that's long enough. If I want to charge in places where I'm far away from the socket, like 3 meters, I only have one more wire like that. So I don't know how the fuck you get in there. The bag it's like fucking 6 feet from the entrance to the box, all the way back here, and the bag is upside down anyway, meaning you have to get under the bag to open it. So either they pulled the fucking bag out or put it back in or something. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like fucking 6 inches. It's 4 inches, the box is sticking out from the wall. I mean, are they using that to get in? I mean, it doesn't look like they are. So, I think they're pulling the bag out when I'm sleeping and then shoving the bag back in. And that's how they get to the wires. This doesn't make any sense, like I said. I mean, there's no way to get in from the rear. I don't think so. I mean, they're getting in from the top, but there's tape all around it. Anyway, I'm fucking tired. One thing that's been coming up is some kind of breakaway from the UK because of the evidence that has surfaced, which is going to be another catastrophe for white people. Obviously a terrible idea. Whoever considered that idea, I don't know. But that's what's been coming up as of late, because of the evidence that has surfaced on these individuals in Parliament and in the Queen, Charles, etc., and William. Now they want to break away from the Union. And again, that's probably another terrible idea for us white people. Not on the basis that, on the basis that it's going to be a failure. And on the basis that whatever you want to do on your own, it's going to be a failure. If it's in Scotland, if it's in Ireland, or whatever you want to do over there, I don't know. Maybe you want to do something with Canada and get that out of the UK. I think Canada is in the UK as well, right? Maybe you want to get Canada out. The reality is, it's going to be another catastrophe. I definitely won't be a part of that. I'm not interested in doing that. You're better off, like I said, whatever the fuck you want to do. You're better off, in my opinion, if you're white, just to come back to Europe. If you live in Australia, New Zealand, Canada, you're better off coming back over here. That's my opinion on the matter. I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's going to be a catastrophe, and I'm not really interested in doing that. There's not a lot of racial differences that I can see. Anyway, who knows what can come from that? It's going to be a big fucking mess. The reality is, I'm tired of all of it. Really, I am. And I wouldn't be interested in doing something like that. No, mostly because I know it would probably fail. Anyway. The water's poison too. Fuck it. So I'm thinking when I'm sleeping in there, on the side, they found a way to yank the bag out. I don't think they're getting in from the rear, because they definitely damaged the wires, and I know they got to the phones as well. I know that much. So the question is, again, how the fuck are they getting into the bag if this box is completely wrapped in tape? They must be getting in from the front, where my feet are. There's no other way. I mean, how would they get in there? Yeah, they must be getting in from the front when I'm sleeping. We just lost 2 USB wires that are, practically brand new. Didn't even use it for 6 months. Yeah, so how the fuck are they getting in there? That's the question. And the bag is upside down and I'm sleeping with my head on it. Yeah. looks amazing. Yeah, feels Not so much a big feel down in my fucking throat. Feels I'm going to go charge. Good cold. This one. Yeah, it's going to go real couple of the unit there before awesome to sleep. Those legs and things. Even my right ear, it's like a throat infection. Even my right ear feels the pain from my neck, the inside of my ear. do 4 more hours. Until July. We're gonna do lunch. All of these flags, yeah, that's nice. It's nice. Yeah, look at that. There's some nice embroidery on there, huh? I'm tired of my feet. I'm not sure I'm about to do. It's fucking chilly out here. And then again, I got like flu-like symptoms from the fucking food we ate. So it's all the shit. Oh, that's fucking cold. We got 3 more hours, 4 more hours. 5 hours. Yeah, I am missing some albums. It seems like, I don't know if it was from what they did, the racing done, or I don't really know. Or if it was Day Loss. I'm missing Mark Handel. I know I had him in there. He might still be in there. I gotta look. I'm seeing. I know I looked at him recently. It wasn't that long ago. So, I have to. I don't know what else is missing. That's the guy from Fantastic Four with Chris Evans. Yeah, I gotta look and see. I mean, he might still be in there. I just gotta look at the fucking pictures. It's chilly out here. Very chilly. So, a couple of apps seem to be problem areas with the service files. Package installer, secure folder, telemetry seems to be have a good effect on it. All that stuff fell off the list for service calls. So there's a couple of them in there that seem to have a greater impact on everything. The package installer stuff, secure folder. There's some Bixby stuff as well that seems to affect it in some kind of way. All of it is more or less tied to the settings app. So you have Bixby, Knox, secure folder, package installer. It's all with the settings app. So there's a couple of them in there that really make a difference with the service files. These fucking Legos better be from Hogwarts, you know, they better be magical self-assembling Legos, you know. Who knew the fucking Legos would be such a big business, man? If only white people would have had it, you know. I've been rich. So one thing that I noticed with this S22, the 852 does it sometimes, but 11 is different than 13. Is that when you run 70 service calls, the screen will go blank. It will change colors, it will phase in and out, the screen will turn off, it's not really supposed to do that. Sometimes text will change, the font will change when you run the service calls. It's not supposed to do that. The screen will flicker, just because you run the service calls on something that's completely unrelated to the screen. Understand? Package installer? What the hell does the package installer have to do with the screen? One UI will crash, which is the launcher. All these issues. And sometimes it will do a soft reset by restarting. And it shuts off halfway and then restarts. And there's no reason why you should do that. See, there's an issue. There's some kind of activity going on in there with one of the apps. Like I said, it's a couple of them that cause this issue. That work with the settings that cause the issue, I guess. I'm not sure. And that's what happens when you run the service calls. It's not supposed to do that. And that's how you know. That's how you know you have a problem. It does this every time. But you gotta wait a bit. You gotta have the phone off for a while. You gotta maybe overnight. I guess they do something to it. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. Remotely, maybe not remotely. I don't know. The screen will flicker. It will turn off. It will change colors. The text, the font of the text will change. All kinds of shenanigans. Just on the service calls. That shouldn't really have anything to do with that. So it's doing something it's not supposed to be doing, and it's in the activity. It's in the activity of you can uninstall and reinstall an app all you want. You can disable it, clear out data. You can disable it and clear out data. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. Well, it's the activity. It's the activity that does the whole magic. So they thought this through. And they thought it through. They said, they're obviously going to uninstall and disable apps and clear app data. But if you make it an activity instead of an app, you don't need any app. Right? You just need the app. You don't actually need an app to do anything. That app just needs to be in there on the phone, and you have the activity. The activity that does everything. So they definitely thought this through to make sure that anybody that got wise to what was going on, uninstalling and disabling and clearing app data, they wouldn't be able to solve this issue without the activity service stalls. They definitely thought it through, and that's the reason why you can't really turn it off unless you run service calls. You pretty much got to run them every hour. You got to run them every couple of hours, over and over and over again, especially after you restart the phone. So they definitely thought it through to make sure that it will keep on doing what it's doing, even with the apps uninstalled and disabled and all the rest of it. It's an activity. It's not an app. It's an activity. It just needs the apps. It just needs the apps to be present to have the activity start. A package installer, you actually need it, and you cannot get rid of it. You need package installer. And package installer has to be installed. So it's an activity. It's not an actual app that does it. It can be any app. That's why it works. I found out running the service calls that the activity works for any app. It can work for any app. Package installer, Bixby. Maybe it's what's the other one I found? Secure folder. Secure folder. I'm not using secure folder by the way. So it's an activity. It's an activity. It's it just uses the apps for the activity, even if they are uninstalled or disabled. You can clear app data. You can deny permissions, foreground, background, what you want. You see, it's an activity that does the whole shebang that runs the whole scheme for them. The whole trick. So, I gotta look into it. I gotta look into it a little bit more and see. I do have app ops in there. It should be able to turn it off. Maybe I need to add more. The app ops to the permissions and the all the rest of it. I need to add some of the stuff. Some of the things, some of the stuff, some of the apps and the service calls in the app ops, I guess. It smells like smoke. Wow, it smells like fucking smoke and weed in here. Holy shit. I smoked that motherfucker.
Moving 12:29 Southeastern service to Brexit via Canterbury West.
I'm getting sore. Yeah, it's cold. I feel sick. I'm going to bed.
That's all I need to do, Sharon. Yeah. Yeah, very similar. Ja,
I put the VivaCut stuff back in there. Got in the app house. I know I had it in there. It disappeared. Like I said, I don't know what the fuck is in that soaker. My fucking arms are hurting. All the way to my fucking elbows. What the hell it is. Whoa.
What's going on?
That's fucking cold. Yeah, so like I said, this COVID shit is strictly in the food supply. You know, your mucous membranes, saliva glands in your mouth, that's what gets infected. Understand? It's the point of infection is in the mouth. With the cordyceps that you see in The Last of Us, it's very similar in that any quote-unquote COVID airborne virus is actually in the food, and the point of infection is saliva and mucus, because obviously you have a lot of saliva and mucus glands in your face, in your head. So whatever you eat, that's how you get infected. Understand? It's typical biological warfare, with the exception that you obviously don't die. Right? Well, most of the time you don't actually die from it. But yeah, it's kind of like the cordyceps. You eat it. Right? See, they said the cordyceps is in the flour or the bread, and that's where the COVID is. It's in the food. Just like they said, the cordyceps is in the flour. This COVID shit is strictly man-made in the food supply. So it's whatever you eat, and the point of infection is the mucus and the saliva glands in your mouth or in your nose. So that's, you gotta be more careful with what you eat in within the 5 hours. Other areas might not even have this. Remote areas might not even have it in the food supply yet. Remote areas, other countries. Usually South America, we'll see less of this. You see, it was always, if you look at the news, it's a lot of news about the West with COVID. South America, actually, because it's mostly brown people these days, is completely quiet. Right? Haven't really heard much from South America, have you? No, haven't heard anything, right? Maybe you heard some stuff from Mexico, maybe Brazil, because it's big. But in the browner, darker countries, you haven't really heard much, right? Yeah, it's mostly a Western thing. It's a Western thing, right? I'm tired. It's a Western issue. Other countries in South America, even Africa, you don't really hear about it. It's mostly in the West where you have this service industry with the food supply, which is where they poison the food. So it's a Western thing with these Ashkenazi Asian horde, this managerial Asian horde, and these drones on the ground that do the poisoning for them. Understand? That's what's going on in here. See, like I said, in South America, look at South America. It's how big it is, how many people they got in there. You haven't really heard much. Yeah, because it's a Western thing. Yeah, it's these Asian motherfuckers, this Asian horde in the managerial class, telling these drones what to do from day to day. And including poisoning the fucking food. That's what's going on. I said this before. And it's true. Like I said, white people, not interested in doing COVID. Not interested in framing anybody. You know, white people don't even need anything from anybody. Like I said, it's a Western managerial problem. Telling these drones on the ground what to do from day to day. I'm so tired. Head hurts, my neck hurts. My throat and my ear hurts. People still have another 30 hours, I think. 3 hours. Ooh, these motherfuckers don't get the fuck out the way. I would really love to shove my foot up your ass for that war right now. Those you motherfuckers are definitely not British. Far from it. Very far from it. Yeah, so like I said, that's what I noticed with the service calls. Bixby sometimes will restart the phone. It's not supposed to. You know, if you run the service calls for the Bixby shit, sometimes it will restart the phone. Package installer. Yeah, package installer. Sometimes it restarts the phone. See, it's doing something it's not supposed to with the settings app. You know, most of the package installer, Bixby, it's all part of the settings app. You know, it's all part of the settings app. Bixby, package installer, and some of the, there's another one that I found in there. Usually when you run the service calls, it restarts the phone. It's not supposed to, right? It's doing something it's not supposed to. That's why it restarts the phone. You know, so, you know, like I said, sometimes when you find the right app where, you know, where it's taking this thing is happening, you know, the screen will flicker, change colors, text will change font. You know, it's definitely, you know, it goes from, you know, it goes around the apps that are part of the settings app. Knox secure folder. That's another one. It's, you know, the secure folder is part of the settings app. It's Google services is as well. Just it doesn't seem to cause a problem now, which is odd, right? It's a little bit odd that Google services don't actually cause this problem. It doesn't restart with Google Play services service calls. It restarts with, like I said, Bixby, secure folder. What was the other one? I don't remember. Package installer, yeah. See, when you run those, it restarts sometimes. The screen will lock out. You know, sometimes the screen locks out, and then it restarts in a few seconds. See, it's doing something it's not supposed to be doing. Yeah, it's all part of the settings app. All those apps, package installer, Bixby, secure folder, they go back to the settings app. They go back to the settings app, all of them. But Google Play services, like I said, it doesn't seem to be as big of a problem as I thought it was. So Google Play services, you know, the framework, quick search box, not necessarily as big as a problem as I thought it was. It doesn't restart when you run the service calls for that. It's package installer, secure folder, Bixby, usually some of the networking stuff. Sometimes it restarts on the network stuff that you run in there. It's not supposed to. Even with the networking stuff, tethering, permission config and everything, it's not supposed to restart on that either. But it does. So sometimes, like I said, the screen will flicker, turn on and off, etc., etc. The screen will flicker, turn on and off, and then the phone will restart. You know, it's not normal. It's not supposed to do that. Some of the networking, tethering, and Wi-Fi stuff, it restarts as well sometimes. It's not supposed to. And that's I mean, the service calls. I even changed the service calls to make it, you know, to make it not restart. Usually 34 service 33 through 45 will restart the phone. 61 and 62 will restart the phone as well, from what I noticed. And you know, it's not. It's definitely not supposed to. You know, that's why I changed it to 911 63. So it goes 9, 63, 11, 9, 11, 63. That way it doesn't restart. So like I said, if it restarts, it's not really supposed to. You know, if it restarts, it's not actually supposed to restart. So, you know, if it does, usually you have this issue with this Asian rat hacking your shit. That's the reason why your firmware's fake. You know, that's the reason why the screen flickers, it locks out, it restarts, etc., etc. But it's only on those apps. It's only on those apps where I've seen it do this. And it's certain ones that are tied to the settings app. That's why you get Broken Pipe 32, right? It's the settings app. Broken Pipe 32 is the settings app, and that's the reason why it does what it does. The settings app. Broken Pipe 32 again, right? So, you know, I mean, it works, you know, for the most part. It works okay, I guess. I mean, I haven't had, seems like these fucking drones are hyperactive. You could put them on ice, homie. Yeah, get your fucking spies and put them on ice for a while. Yeah, you're not gonna get shit out of it if they patrol the sidewalks and tap on their fucking phones. Yeah, my recommendation is you put your fucking employees on ice for a long while. Unless you want them to hang around London off the London Bridge. Motherfuckers ain't even close to fucking bridge. Fuck all of them. So we found service call 99. Now, I think I tried 99 and it wasn't working before.
Yeah. So it's
I need to replace RD11. See, 11 and 9 doesn't really work. I need to replace that with 99. You got 63 in there because it works. Yeah, this one here, mainline telemetry, is interesting. So we need to replace the 9 and 11 with 42 and 41 and 99. Yeah, if we do that, it should be good. Yeah, so replace 9 and 11 on all of them with what we have before, 42, 40, 42, 41, 42, 45, and 99, because I didn't know 99 worked. I think I tried it. I remember trying 99 and it wasn't going through, but it does work. Go figure. And 63 does as well. So 99 and 63, go back to 42, 41, 42, 45. That should be good. Yeah, I mean, it should work. So this is, these are some of the ones that work a little better. 35, not 34, but 35, 41, 42, 45, 99. That's what I should have in there. 99, 45, 41, 42, 35. Because if they don't work, they don't do anything. Yeah, if you don't get a return in zeros and ones, it doesn't do anything. Like 11 and 9, it's the wrong ones. So I need to go through it. See, there it is, 11 and 9. I need to go through it and replace the numbers, 11 and 9. All of them. Oh, fuck. I got so much shit in my throat. I'm really fucking sore, man. Like I went through a fucking. Fucking hell. It's like rain. Oh, that's so fucking sore. Is that water with bean or what? Gotta walk down here. Gotta put up through the shit.
למה הם מחליפים?
correctly. Hello. That was a little place. The place to sell the small numbers. And it is working like it should, so it is having an effect on it. Run them on the A52 as well. Definitely looked them up really nice. The gifts. Got another Harry, we got another Princess Anne. I mean, there's a lot of them that show up out, it's actually, like I said, because it's Asian, it's very common. The Princess Anne pipe is very, very common in Europe and North America as well. Like I said before, I'm not even sure if Anne is related to the pink because it's so much more Asiatic, so much more black. Definitely one of the weird looking ones, one of the more ugly ones that they have over here. Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, I haven't looked at them as much as I should, like I said. I mean, there was a bunch of them that showed up at the Strand over there. There was a bunch of them that brought food, were working with the food people for a while. I just didn't really bother. Didn't really bother with them getting any screen caps. Because the gift images, I don't know if the collages even count. I mean, they should, because it is matching. The gifts count more, I guess. You can't really make gifts with screen caps from these videos because it's not high def enough. I'm not going to switch the definition, I'm not going to switch to a high resolution to get better screen caps. Stomach hurts, my liver hurts. So I found some fucking shitty sandwich on the street. Got cramped up as soon as I ate the sandwich. And I think it hurt my liver. Like I said, it's the poison in the food that you gotta worry about, especially for homeless, because you can't buy any. And I found a shitty fucking sandwich on the street. And it's fucked up my liver, it seems. I mean, it's been aching a little bit in there. It's been aching for a little while. Devils, if you follow me around, so I'm up at the same time. Like I said, when you nail them for hacking them up, come around more often. And interact more often. I mean, imagine how the fuck you would run it. I mean, there is no police force in this present. I mean, that's the reason why it would be really hypocritical to involve the police in this. And this motherfucker says the gifts don't match. I mean, that's the basis of police work. Facial recognition is the basis of all police work. You got a surveillance video, you recognize someone, you pick out someone out of a police line. It's the basis of police work. And this motherfucker's like, oh yeah, those gifts don't match. Yeah, your face won't be matching when I get done with you. The rest of your fucking body. Yeah, you can say they don't match all you fucking want. It's basic police work. Surveillance video, identifying the perp, police lineup, etc., etc. Facial recognition is the basis of all fucking police work. Otherwise, you wouldn't have fucking police. Yeah, looks like this.